The next season of The Bachelorette is about to premiere, but this time, it's not the romance-grabbing headlines, it's the controversy behind the lead. Just days before the show's big launch, reports surfaced about a serious off-screen situation involving Taylor Frankie Paul and her ex, and suddenly, everything changed. Fans expected delays, maybe even a full replacement, but that's not what happened. Instead, the network made a decision that has people seriously questioning what goes on behind the scenes, because despite everything being said online, the show is still moving forward exactly as planned, and once you hear the full story, including her past, the timing, and what insiders are now revealing, it starts to feel like there's way more going on than anyone expected. Everything seemed normal, until reports started surfacing about what allegedly happened behind closed doors. According to multiple outlets, a situation involving Taylor Frankie Paul and her ex, Dakota Mortensen, escalated to the point where authorities were contacted. Details are still limited, but reports claim there were accusations made in both directions, instantly turning what should have been a routine press week into full-blown chaos, and almost overnight, the internet ran with it. Clips, past interviews, and old moments started resurfacing, with fans trying to piece together what really went down. Some were quick to defend her, while others began questioning whether she should even be the face of a show built around love and relationships. What made things even more intense is how unclear everything still is. No full timeline, no confirmed outcome, just a growing wave of speculation that kept getting louder by the hour. But here's where things take a turn no one saw coming. While the controversy was still spreading online, most people expected one thing to happen next: a delay, a statement, maybe even a complete shakeup of the season. But that's not what happened. Instead, reports confirmed that The Bachelorette would move forward exactly as planned. No pause. No replacement. No major changes to the schedule. The premiere date stayed locked in, and Taylor Frankie Paul was still set to lead the season, just days after the situation made headlines. And it didn't stop there. She was also expected to continue with press appearances, attend major events, and promote the show like nothing had happened. For many fans, that decision felt almost unreal. Social media quickly filled with questions. How could a show built on finding love ignore something this serious? Some viewers argued that nothing had been officially proven, so the network was right to move forward. Others weren't convinced at all, saying the timing alone should have been enough to hit pause. Either way, the message was clear: the show wasn't slowing down for anyone. But as surprising as that decision was, it only raised a bigger question, because behind the scenes, not everything was continuing as usual. While The Bachelorette kept moving forward like nothing had changed, something very different was happening behind the scenes of her other show. Production on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives was suddenly put on pause. No warning, no clear timeline, just a quiet shutdown that immediately raised eyebrows. Insiders began hinting that there was serious stuff going on in Taylor's personal life, and until it was resolved, filming wouldn't continue. And that's where things started to feel off, because on one hand, you have a massive dating show continuing full speed ahead, with press tours and premiere events still locked in. But on the other hand, a hit reality series tied directly to her real life is hitting the brakes completely. If fans couldn't ignore the contrast, it led to even more speculation. Was one network trying to distance itself while the other pushed forward? Or was there something deeper happening that hadn't fully come out yet? Whatever the case, this split reaction only made the situation more confusing, and it pushed people to start digging into something from her past that suddenly didn't seem so distant anymore. As the pause on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives made headlines, people started looking back at Taylor Frankie Paul's history, and what they found shocked even longtime fans. In 2023, she was involved in a highly publicized incident with Dakota Mortensen. Reports claimed a heated argument escalated, and although the situation was serious, the charges that followed were eventually dropped. Still, the details didn't go unnoticed. A chair was thrown during the dispute, and a child was accidentally involved, bringing intense scrutiny and media attention. Even though the legal outcome cleared her of formal wrongdoing, the resurfacing of this moment added fuel to the current controversy. Social media exploded with clips, interviews, and discussions, with many fans connecting the dots between her past and the drama unfolding now. It became clear that the public's fascination wasn't just about the latest incident, it was about a pattern, a history of turbulent moments that suddenly made the current season feel even more complicated. And just when it seemed things couldn't get more tangled, her personal relationships added yet another twist. Taylor Frankie Paul's personal life has always been complicated, but the spotlight on her relationship with Dakota Mortensen made it impossible to ignore. The two dated from 2022 to 2024 and share a 1-year-old son. On top of that, reports claim their relationship had intense ups and downs, with emotions running high even right before filming The Bachelorette. In fact, The season 4 finale of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives revealed they had spent a night together the day before she left to start filming the dating show. Insider confessions only added to the drama. Dakota admitted he struggled with the separation, saying there was a piece of me that just kind of wanted to go see her, possibly for the last time. Fans watching at home couldn't help but feel the tension bleeding into reality TV, turning what should have been a romance-focused narrative into a tangled web of emotions, history, and complicated decisions. And as if that weren't enough, the way Taylor chose to handle all of this in the public eye only intensified the spotlight, leading to her first public statements on the situation, and showing a side of her that few had seen before. After days of swirling rumors and speculation, Taylor Frankie Paul finally spoke out, giving fans a glimpse into what she's been going through behind the headlines. During a press preview for The Bachelorette, she admitted that the past few weeks have been extremely challenging. "I feel like every premiere that I've experienced, I've never enjoyed fully, so this is another one," she said, her voice heavy with honesty. She described the situation as unfortunate and admitted she's been struggling, but emphasized her determination to show up and fulfill her commitments. Despite the emotional weight, her words painted a picture of someone trying to navigate public scrutiny while managing personal challenges, a delicate balance that viewers rarely see. Fans immediately took note of the contrast between her composed public appearances and the storm of drama behind the scenes, and while her statement offered some clarity, it also left many questions unanswered, questions that fans and critics alike are now debating online, keeping the conversation around Taylor's season hotter than ever. But as intense as her own words were, they were only part of the story. The biggest debate is still raging across social media, and it's not just about her, it's about the network, the show, and where accountability really lies. The situation surrounding Taylor Frankie Paul's season of The Bachelorette leaves more questions than answers. Fans are divided, some support her determination to continue, while others question whether the network made the right call by moving forward despite the controversy. It's a reminder that reality TV often intersects with real-life struggles in ways viewers rarely see. What's entertaining on screen can carry serious weight off camera, and decisions made by networks have consequences that ripple far beyond the editing room. Ultimately, Taylor's story shows how complicated life can be when personal challenges collide with public expectations. As the season unfolds, viewers are left to decide for themselves: should entertainment take priority over accountability, or is there room to support someone navigating a difficult moment while still doing their job? Whatever the answer, one thing is clear: this season of The Bachelorette will be remembered not just for the roses and drama on screen, but for the controversy, questions, and conversations it sparked behind the scenes. And that conversation is only just beginning.